Welcome back to the 2026 MLB season on Props.Cash. Our MLB offering has a fresh new look, and in this tutorial we'll highlight what's new and what's what for pitcher props in baseball. Before we get into it, there are timestamps in the description of this video if you want to jump ahead to a specific question you may have. On the main dashboard for pitcher props, you'll have all the props, the game drop-down, the new batter versus pitcher filtering, which will come into play for batter props, and the hit rates and visual charts view drop-down. And then we have all the player and prop info, all the hit rates, and edge, which is our projection. At the bottom of the dashboard, you have the search bar and the hit rate split filter buttons. And in the bottom right, the filter menu, where you have thousands of options to customize the dashboard to see exactly what you want to see. Let's go into a player page. We kick things off with the player, prop, and opponent information, the matchup grade and button, which we'll get into in a moment, the average for the prop and split that you're looking at, and the main player chart, all the hit rate split filters, and the easy to select trending filters, and the filter menu, where you can sort through thousands of filters to change the player chart and see the exact data you want to see. And then the odds, where you can change the line and sportsbook to fit your personal need. And then there's the brand new Matchup Insights. This is where you'll get relevant storylines and notes on recent play that can help you better understand the prop you're looking at. Included in this is the new Arsenal button, where you can see the pitches of the pitcher you're looking at broken down into 5 subsections. The pitch, how often they use it, their average velocity, their average spin rate, and their average whiff percentage. And one pitch will have the put away label beside it, which indicates the pitch that the pitcher gets most of his strikeouts from. This is the same matchup button as above, and we'll get into that in a moment, or you can jump ahead in the timestamps in the description below. This is the games played feature, which shows you how often a player has been playing, if they've been injured recently, and it can help you better understand a player's availability. Then we get into recent trends, which shows you your player's recent trends for other props. And correlation. It'll show you trends for other props when the prop that you're looking at hits. In this example, when Logan Webb hits his strikeout prop, his hits allowed prop has hit in 60% of his last 10 games. Let's go back into the top and look at the matchup page. We kick things off with an overall matchup grade, a simple one-letter grade to help you understand the matchup overall before you get into the data in the matchup page. On the matchup page, you'll get the player's opponent information, the team's overall rank, the average that team goes over or under on the specific prop, and by how much, and then the team's rank against your pitcher's handedness. And then you'll get matchup insights again, here, which will help you understand which way the data is leaning and why. We'll skip over the lineup section for now. If we keep scrolling, we get your pitcher's opposing team's data. Their data against your pitcher's handedness over the last 15 games and this season, broken up into strikeout percentage and teams' weighted runs created plus rankings. Depending on the pitcher prop that you're looking at, these headers will change to show the relevant rankings. By clicking this info button, you'll get the summaries on all of these stat headers, and then your player's opponent's recent games. You can change the handedness for the games with this drop-down and expand the list here. Let's go back up and get into that lineup list. There's all these splits you can sort through, and then the lineup list broken down into relevant stat headers. For strikeout props, you're looking at strikeout percentage, how often a player strikes out, and whiff percentage, how often a player swings and misses. But now our matchup page gets even more detailed for the 2026 season. Let's click this arrow and get into further details. You'll see the matchup between batter and pitcher and get an introductory matchup insight to immediately understand who has the edge in the matchup. And then we get into the batter versus pitcher strike zone charts, showing you how every pitch between the batter and pitcher has ended up. You can change what you're seeing on the strike zone chart with this drop-down and click the individual pitches to get the exact pitch details for that pitch, or change the chart to only show certain pitch types. Below the chart, you'll get the key pitch and key zone matchup insights to better understand who is the edge, on what pitch, in what part of the zone between the batter and pitcher. And then the batter versus pitcher matchup data. Historical data across 12 different stats. Brand new for 2026 is pitch type advantage. This tells you who has the advantage across the main 3 pitches. How we calculate who has that advantage can be found in this info button. In this section, you'll get pitch type splits for the batter and pitchers. How often they see the pitch or throw the pitch. How often they swing and miss or get swing and miss. How often they barrel the pitch or have their pitch barreled by the opposing batter. And how often they strike out on that pitch or get a strikeout with that pitch. How often they hit a home run on that pitch or give up a home run on that pitch. And lastly, the season splits data. This is an overall look at how the batter and pitcher are performing this season, and against the relevant handedness. And that's everything you need to know for pitcher props on the new Props.Cash app.